The body of light in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Let's remember that Buddha lived before our Lord Jesus Christ, and he was telling his followers that the divine being, the spiritual ultimate God, would be incarnated after him, that he was not the one. But what about this spiritual body of light? Now, we know that our Lord God, Jesus Christ, told us that he was the light of the world, and that we are also, each one of us, lights to the world. That's the symbol of us lighting a candle when we go to church. Now, we are to be the light of the world. The candle is us in reality. Now, a Catholic Benedictine monk, David Stein-Rast, once explored the Tibetan Buddhist claim that a person of high spiritual development could exit their physical body, vanish in mere days, leaving behind only ashes, to become a rainbow body of manifest light. Tibetan Buddhism has ongoing reports of the rainbow body, quote unquote, to this very day. There are fully 160,000 documented cases of rainbow bodies in Tibet and India alone. The rainbow body of Dzogchen. In Dzogchen, rainbow body is a level of realization. Dzogchen is defined as the peak and most absolute path to enlightenment, and the decisive nature of all perceptive beings is pure, natural state of timeless clarity, which has no form of its own but is capable of seeing, undergoing, perceiving, or expressing all form, without being affected by those forms in any ultimate, permanent way. The rainbow body, however, is not limited to Buddhism only. It can be met in different traditions. The achievement of a rainbow body is possible either shrinking the body before death or the time of death, or wholly transforming the body into light. Rainbow body through Dzogchen entails transforming the body into light and remaining functional and visible through that light. 20th century practitioners of Dzogchen who have attained the body of light include the teachers and family members of Namkhai Nurbu Rinpoche. Padmasambhava, or other name Guru Rinpoche, was the first person to achieve this feat in the 8th century. According to Buddhist history, he performed several miracles during his time. For example, he could fly, change a rock into sculpture with his mind, and leave his fingerprint or footprint in solid stone. Visiting one of the memorials dedicated to him in southern Asia, you can allegedly see his marks of hand and foot still left on the stone. And when Padmasambhava died, in his physical state, his body was transformed completely back to its natural elements to leave nothing remaining. This led to the creation of a new family of Buddhist educations, which was the start of what became the Nyingma tradition, which is the basis of the Tibetan Buddhism known today. Body of light in different traditions. William Henry and Dr. Mark Gray revealed the widespread prevalence of light body references in numerous ancient traditions where the human body is transfigured into a new form. The Sufism is called the most sacred body and the supra-celestial body. Taoists called it the diamond body, and those who have attained it are called the immortals and the cloud walkers. Yogi schools and tantrics call it the divine body. In Kriya Yoga, it's called the body of bliss. In Vedanta, it's called the superconductive body. The ancient Egyptians called it the luminous body, or being, or Ankh, or Karast. This conception evolved into Gnosticism, where it's called the radiant body. In the Mithraic liturgy, it was called the perfect body. In the Hermetic corpus, it's called the immortal body. In the alchemical tradition, the emerald tablets of Thoth called it the golden body. modern research. There is in fact quite a bit of post-mortem research on this paranormal phenomenon in Tibet. Rast endeavored to research the death of a Tibetan monk, Khenpo Acho, who had reportedly obtained rainbow body because he thought it could help him more deeply understand the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But his search was followed by many more inquiries, each researcher delving in for their own personal or spiritual reasons. Khenpo Acho attained the rainbow body on a hillside above La Mo Rap in September 1988. Regional press gave specific accounts of the process. The rainbow body appeared in an Institute of Noetic Sciences Review 59, March to May 2002. It was mentioned also by Matthew T. Kapstein in The Presence of Light, Divine Radiance and Religious Experience, University of Chicago Press, 2004. Khenpo Acho is of some notoriety, but so are others who have obtained rainbow body like Bon Po Master Shardza, thousands of yogis in the Tamil Siddha tradition and others, Christian saints like Peter Celeste, Saint Sergius of Radonez of Russia, and Saint Seraphim of Sarov, who lived around 1750 AD. Saint Seraphim of Sarov, Christian Orthodox saint, also prophesied the coming of communism in Russia and said that it would only last for 70 years. And that's exactly what happened. After the Bolshevik Revolution, it was the fall of communism. So Saint Sergius of Radonez, Christian Orthodox saint, plus Saint Seraphim of Sarov, another Christian Orthodox saint, along with numerous accounts from other Taoist masters. This is on Solast. This is, of course, a very interesting subject. Saint Seraphim of Sarov, in his book, I've read his book, his life apostleship, and he had a very dear friend, a spiritual child, who was married. I think he was a general. He was married, had children, and I think his name was, if I remember correctly, was Modavilov, and Modavilov confessed to him at one point that he had seen someone in uncreated light. And Saint Seraphim explained to him, if you have seen the uncreated light, that means that you have reached divine union with God. So it doesn't mean that you have to be dressed in it. If you've seen it, that means that you have divine union with God. So yes, there is the uncreated divine light that is an unexplainable, beautiful light that is brighter than the sun. And this is what uncreated light looks like. You can see that woman behind the priests and the deacon. This was the ending of her Christian Orthodox baptism in 2004, Santa Fe, the United States. And this picture was taken, there were 3 people that were baptized there. There were 2 women and 1 man. The man and woman were Catholics before and became Christian Orthodox. And there's another woman there, it's not shown in the picture. She was Hebrew. And the man that took the pictures was the Hebrew woman's father, who was well, at that time that he took the picture, I don't know what he is today, but he was a Jewish rabbi. And there was no reason for the Jewish rabbi to manipulate these pictures of what he took. He didn't see that the Catholic woman dressed in uncreated light was in uncreated light at that time. It was picked up, these frequencies are picked up by the camera, frequencies that we cannot at that time see with our eyes, but they come out in the camera. Okay? And this is the uncreated light that angels have as well. Okay? So if you see this with your eyes, and some of us have, that means that you are it's a very divine gift from God. There are things that are divine, that are always around us, and we have to ask for these gifts. It's a commandment in the Holy Bible. There's a commandment that says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you shall find. I have so many gifts from my treasure chest of divine gifts to give you, and just ask for me to give them to you. So this is our inheritance, our spiritual inheritance that our Lord Jesus Christ came and was incarnated to give us, to reunite us with him, just like Adam and Eve were dressed in this light. As you can see, you can't tell what the woman is wearing because of this uncreated light. Whereas if she's got no uncreated light, then you can see if she's wearing clothes or not. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.